Hey everybody, welcome to Excel video 429. I'm Nate Moore. Spent some time on a conference call this week with the group that said, hey Nate, can you help our IT folks with the business intelligence project? We got on a conference call with the practice management people, one of the physicians, and the IT people and said, all right, how can we build this business intelligence project? And we're well on our way. If I can help your folks get started with business intelligence, I'd love to. Past couple of Excel videos, we have done loops with for and next. For and next. What we're going to do this time is a different kind of loop, a do-while loop. And what we're going to do is we can define some variables up here. When A is an integer and total A is going to be the total of all the A's we add up here. And we're going to set A equal to 10 and total A we're going to start at 0. And here's where the loop comes in. Do-while. And what that means is as long as A is less than 10, we're going to do everything between the do and the loop. As soon as A is greater than 10, then the do-while loop stops and we move on, and what we're going to do is a message box and just show the total. So what we can do is we can run this thing, and again, it's going to start at 10, and we're telling the loop do while A is less than 10. So let's see what happens. So the whole thing stops and we don't get a value. Let's see why. A is 10 and total A is 0. Do while A is less than 10, so the loop never ran. Because A is 10 and 10 is not less than 10, this whole do while loop never ran. Total A never added to the next total A. We never incremented anything. We just skipped the whole loop because we never made it to 10 to start with. And there's a practical application of this. You can do things like, hey, if there aren't any rows in this file, don't try to import anything, for example. And a do while loop, you can stop if you put the while clause up here at the top before the loop ever runs. Here's another way to run a do loop, and this is do loop while. And what we're going to do, same thing. A is total integer, total A is going to be our total. A is 10, total A 0. What we're going to do, and then we'll loop while A is greater than 4. So this thing would go on for a long time if we didn't take something off A every time we went through, and look what we're doing. We're going to take 1 away from A. So we're going to start at 10, and as long as it's greater than 4, we're going to run this thing. It's going to loop through at 9, 8, 7, 6. Notice the difference is this loop is going to run once no matter what. Up here we said the conditions at the top, and this loop never went through once. This one's going to run several times, and I'll show you what it looks like. So Microsoft Excel comes back, and the answer is 45, which is the 10 that we started with, it looped through and knocked A equals A minus 1, knocked it down to 9, knocked it down to 8, knocked it down to 7, to 6, to 5, and it keeps totaling as we go. And then after it was 5, and the total went to 45, well, 5 equals 5 minus 1, so now it's 4, and then the loop stops. So if you have a certain number of times you want to run something, or you say as long as this is true, or as long as this is false, or as long as I still have rows, a do while loop, or a do loop while, either put the while condition at the top at the do or at the bottom at the loop, can help you manage another way to loop through rows or columns or files or data in your VBA macros. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you another application that's a lot like a do while loop and do loop while. We'll do it in the next Excel video. Thanks for watching.